No. So good morning, Tony. Today we are by Laurelton Parkway, bordering the parkway system over here, the Belt Parkway and the Cross Island and the Southern Parkways, the confluence. So today we're here in this sort of middle area between the Laurelton Estates, is that right?
Laurelton Gardens.
Laurelton Gardens, excuse me. And what we're standing on here, it seems to be some asphalt. Want to give us a little bit more information about that?
Yeah, in the past, this was access to 130th Avenue. 130th Avenue is over there. That's the viaduct for 130th Avenue. The Laurelton Parkway is right alongside. Now, Laurelton Parkway used to be a two-way street. And this area over here was heavily traveled by the people that lived in this community. And they had, for the kids to come down, they can walk this way all the way up to Merritt without going down the Laurelton Parkway. Or they can go to another playground area under the viaduct. There's a path that went under the viaduct to another play area, and then you can continue on, and then there's Laurelton Park, which is on 120th Avenue. So what they did over the years, they just let the nature take its course and covered it up. Now every summer when they come to clean, they just cut the grass and they're out of here. They don't bother to restore the greenway, the natural greenway that was already here, back to the condition that it should be. So what we're here to do today, as you see, I'd already started doing some of this, is to do as much as we can today and come back with some more people to help us out, and also to show people what we're doing to restore the Laurelton Parkway Greenway.
Excellent. Tony, a moment ago, before I started filming, you showed me what looked like the legs of a bench that once stood. Do you mind taking us over and just showing us again?
Sure. As I was cleaning, this was all covered up. So I said, well, let me go and start from the top and work my way down. And as I worked my way down, I found evidence that there might have been a bench here. And this is where the benches, and at that time the benches were made out of asphalt. Not asphalt, excuse me, concrete. So these are the anchors, so the kids don't knock them over.
Excellent.
So
why do you, I'm sorry, I want to just quickly cut in. So why do you think this all sort of, as you said, the wilderness took over, and
right.
now it looks very wild, and there's the highway right there. So why do you think this place was just not maintained? Do you think it was just lack of interest? You said the neighborhood changed a little bit.
Well,
what is your speculation on that?
Yeah, what happened was Laurelton Parkway used to be a two-way street. Further up, we will see where the exit for 130th Avenue for cars on that two-way street to go north on Laurelton Parkway. There were so many accidents there, they said, okay, we're going to shut it off. Too many accidents getting off the highway. So they shut it off, and they made it a one-way street running southbound. They closed off the exit at the top, and they put cones around the exit so cars wouldn't think it's still two ways, the people that used to live here. Now the people that used to live here that knew it was two ways, they all gone. This used to be a mixed neighborhood of Italian, Southern blacks, and a lot of white folks, okay? Now, it was an old neighborhood, they all got older, they either moved away, or the kids sold the property, or they died out, unfortunately. So the neighborhood changed. As the neighborhood changed, it's now mostly Caribbeans, and they have no clue that this once was here. So they have no inkling to restore it. But what we want to do with the South Queens Greenway is restore it so people can use it, have access, not only for biking, but for walking and taking hikes. As you walk over to this area, you see evidence of people walking their dogs. We wanted to do more than just walking their dogs. We wanted to be full access, just like at the Laurelton Playground, for biking, jogging, total exercise. So that's what we're trying to do here.
Excellent. And do you think, just as I walked in here, I noticed there's a very extensive chain link fence that goes all the way from that bridge and essentially circumnavigates this entire green space until you get to the on-ramp or the off-ramp. Do you think if maybe the New York City Parks Department they took away those fences for? There's actually a movement right now, Parks Without Borders. I don't know if this area is designated as a park, but I believe it is maintained by them. So, do you think if maybe those fences were gone and there were some more inviting signage saying that this is this is an area where you can walk and just take your dog, that more people would come here and take care of it?
Absolutely. Let me take a walk, show you what I was talking about. You can walk off. The ground was so well packed from the asphalt that the roof didn't take over. Here's part of it. Here's some of the asphalt here that's left. It goes this way, and it also goes this way. See, and this whole area was the entrance. So those are the cones I was talking about that they blocked off to keep people from making, coming up and making a right turn. And they made it one way going southbound only.
Gotcha. No, that's interesting. That actually, I never even questioned that. I just see it and take it for what it is.
And there's on the other side, now they left that open. That entrance on the other side of 130 is open, runs down. It should connect to this side. But what they did was they broke up the asphalt over there, but you can go northbound to Laurelton Park. That asphalt is still there. You could walk over there. Some of it gets covered with grass, but then it clears up again. And people use that on a regular basis. But going southbound, they don't know it's here, so they don't use it. Mainly because of that fence.
Gotcha.
And then over the years, these trees are young. Okay, some of them fast growing maple. Other species, mulberry trees, they grow very fast. You can tell if you cut it, you can count the grains, you can tell how long
Of course.
And it's not that long, maybe 16, maybe 20 years. Cool. So that's how long this is.
All right. So while we're walking back to the equipment, can you tell us what we're going to be doing today? So
yeah, we're just going to clean up a little more. See, we want to show evidence that there's people in the community that do care and do want to restore. So when we present it to our local officials, like Donovan Richards, who's head of Community Board 31, and the other board 13, which is what we're in. They can say, hey, there's people out here that really care about restoring this. It should be restored.
Right. Because if you think about it, this is a lot of potential parkland.
Oh, yeah.
Reclaimed. I see a lot of uses here. Just like you said, just like some place to just relax and get out of your house and enjoy the outside.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, there's no getting away from this highway, but at least you have just place to stretch your legs.
Well, I'll tell you another thing too. If this is open and you walk across, you'll find the entrance to the Brookville Boulevard Greenway that runs all the way to Mary's Boulevard.
Yeah.
Now that's still there. It's like this one, also covered up with nature, and that's got to be clean. But the asphalt is still there. And the people that live on the other side, they don't know that there's a greenway there. And I had the opportunity to talk to the head of the DOT, and I believe their responsibility, along with the Parks Department, is to keep the grasses clean and trees cut. And he didn't even know there's a greenway there, and I told him, sure there is, and I'll show you where. And I showed him on his map. He said, but it's not on my map. That's because you got a young map. You got to get an old map, at least 50 years old. You get a 50-year-old map, you see it. It's there.
It's definite. I agree with you. This definitely needs to be charted somehow.
It has to be remapped again, and then it should be taken care of by either the Parks Department or the DOT or both. and I believe it comes under the jurisdiction of both. You see during the year that the DOT does a lot of trimming. They do a lot of tree trimming. So that's why I say it may be the responsibility of both. But it becomes a responsibility of the Parks Department once they have benches, shows you evidence of benches, a play area for the kids. Then it becomes like Laurelton Playground. That's their responsibility. They take care of that greenway over there. And you see them send people out to trim the trees, and also because of the ponds that are over there for the natural runoff. And a lot of people think it's not tidal. By tidal, I mean affected by the moon. It is tidal, and you do see the ebbs and flows of the water going in and out. Yesterday, the lake area was completely dried out. Today it's filled up again, and it hasn't rained. That tells you it's tidal. And the reason it was completely dried out is because the moon is a different angle now. You look at night, you see it rising up in the west, and then slowly coming over until it's overhead. Usually you see it rising up in the east. Well, the moon is in the daytime now. We should have a solar eclipse sometime later this year, based on the position of the moon. So that should happen also. So that tells you it's tidal. I had a gentleman from the EPA talk to me one day. I asked him a question. I said, "Oh, what are you measuring the turbidity and the pollution count?" He says, "Yes, he's taking a survey of the water to see, to make sure it's clean." And he said, "Yeah, but this is not tidal." I said, "What are you talking about?" Yes, it's tidal. The water runs all the way up by my house. I watch it every day when I walk my dog. So you can see the ebbs and flows at the top. So, like I said, right now, the ponds along the highway are filled up because the moon's in a different position. And that's the reason why we dry it out.